It's hard to believe, but my 10 years at Holy Apostles are quickly coming to an end. So this is a chance for me to just pause and thank you. You've been my home, my family, my church the past 10 years, so thank you for accepting me. It has been a delight to pray with you. It has been a joy and a challenge and a responsibility to preach the Word of God to you and with you. I've learned a lot. It's been a joy to serve you. The hope is that I've grown in wisdom and age and grace in these 10 years. We know I've grown in age. The wisdom and grace will be determined over time. But in the path of learning, obviously, that means I've made some mistakes. I've missed a few opportunities, perhaps hurt some of you, so I apologize for that and ask for your forgiveness. But it has been a joy to be with you these past 10 years, and I want to do a little reflection on that with you. Holy Apostles. Holy Apostles is the people in the pew, the people that I've gotten to know, how I've gotten to know you through being involved in different activities, praying with you at different moments. But gathering for prayer with you in this sacred space has always been one of the great constant joys that has sustained me, challenged me, supported me. It has been such a delight to lead prayer with Jeff. What a great gift that has been to me personally, but also to our church. It has been great that over these years, I've been here just 10 of the 165 of this, but we've continued to do in these 10 years what they've always done here, gather people to pray and to help parents raise their children. We've continued to do that robustly, creatively. About 5 or 6 years ago, one of the things I learned is that it would be very helpful if we clarified why we're here. And it was obviously pretty simple, but it took me a while to figure it out, that Jesus told us why we should be here. We're here to form disciples, to help those get to know Christ, and to make Christ known to others. And that was a pivot that we did significantly here, and that's when you began to see these great banners. We're here to love God, to love others, and transform our world. We came up with 6 habits that you keep hearing about. These are pathways for us to get to know Christ. And once we get to know Christ, the hope is that we'll be filled with such joy and excitement. We'll want to tell others and bring them in. Shortly after you saw those banners, you began to hear things about small group and Alpha. Alpha is life-changing to you and to our church and to our world. And so for those of you who have jumped on board to get involved with Alpha, thank you very, very much. It'd be my hope that every one of you would join Alpha and that you might know someone who's not in our church, who you might know from wherever, who might be searching or seeking or looking for a church, that you might invite them to join you in Alpha, because it is a life-changing experience, in small groups as well. Thank you so very much for that. About 3 years ago, we began to ask another really big question. How do we sustain what we have here? Your generosity has been amazing. It continues to grow in good times and in difficult times. We've had 2 capital campaigns, and we began to change some of the buildings. People may or may not know that it was in these years that fire sprinklers showed up, a 3K classroom, the video capacity in church, which now is being used in so many, many new ways, an adoration chapel, which I hope becomes a common part of your life, and a welcome center. These are all possible because of your generosity. But what makes all of this work is that sense of hospitality that you have learned to provide to each other, where people say, I feel at home and I want to come back. So thank you very much for that. But as we talk about sustaining our mission, which is so important, you're going to hear things called Meet Our Mission, small groups of 10 to 12 people. My hope is when you get invited, you will participate. This fall, you will hear about something called Together We Transform. I hope it is something, when you are invited, that you will participate and lean into the amazing gift of this parish that it has become. Now, when I think of special moments in my time with you, there are so many, because some of the ordinary things become extraordinary. So many of you I've shared special moments, and I'm grateful for those. Just a couple highlights. Greg Von Rieden's story will always touch my life. I'll never forget it, his journey of courage and cancer, and his final funeral prayer here with a packed church, holy, sacred, mountaintop, sacred space. I'll never, ever forget that. And of course, the Song of Mark and Encounter. Those are moments. I want to thank you for those special moments, the ordinary moments. It has been a great joy to be with you these past 10 years. I will continue to pray for you. I ask that you continue to pray for me. I know we will not have the opportunity to say farewell and goodbye like we would like, but we will always be joined when we gather at the table of the Lord and hear Him speak to us and are nourished on the journey. So as you raise your voices in praise and gratitude whenever we gather at Eucharist, I will do the same and remember gratefully that I've had 10 of my 44 years of priesthood with you at Holy Apostles. Take care, God bless, and thank you very much.